let's start with Manchester United, okay? Because it's been a bit of a disaster. I mean, there are other words I could use. You've watched. I'm guessing you've seen all that's going on, even though you've been away. Yeah. I don't know whether this is you've caught up with this news, but Manchester United have about to complete and announce the deal for Casemiro, the 30-year-old from Real Madrid, rumoured to be somewhere between 60 and 70 million pounds. Yes, it stings. It's a lot of money. Ooh. I have to say though, he was probably, I thought, one of, if not the best player on the pitch against Liverpool in the Champions League. I thought he was outstanding. He was just the
enforcer in there, and he was unbelievable. Word. Yeah, I watched it live. It was brilliant. It was brilliant to watch.
And I can see, he's 30. But 30 now. When I played at 30,
30's the new 20?
Over the hill. 30's not quite the new 20. I'm not going to go back that far, but I'm going to go 30's maybe the new 26, 27, because players look after themselves now.
Longevity, look, when a 30-year-old nowadays, like when I was, my 30 was, well, actually, my 30 was 35, really. 35, okay.
Well, our knees, we haven't got a decent pair of knees between us.
But now, I'd say 5 years the other way, 30 is the new 25.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And you know what? When you look at it with Cristiano Ronaldo, look at him. He's almost 40.
I mean, that boy hit. Then the new 40 is 30.
So, and if people are looking at him as the benchmark, then people are thinking, I could get to 40 if he can too. He's a machine. He looks after himself. And most of these players nowadays, they're looking after themselves. They're not going out drinking like our days.
You look me up and down, Carl.
They're not doing the naughties. They're not doing the naughties. They're looking after their body. They're eating.
You did that.
They're eating right.
And you said our day. You shared the pain, not just in your day or our day.
No, but it was worse in your days, though. Come on.
It was slightly worse in mine. I'm a little bit older than you. Things have changed.
But now, as I said, buying a player of that standard and that ilk will be good for Man United. But the only question I've got for it is, where's their future? I thought it was building for the future. Well, are they building for the future, or are they going to say, okay, he's 50, 60 million? Yeah, but 50, 60 million for a 30-year-old, I know we're saying five years, like, in it. There's 5 years, like, they're the new 25 for a 30-year-old. But I'm just looking at it as, like, you can't really build a future with a 30-year-old going on to 35.
No, and that, I think, is probably the route they didn't intend or want to go down, but it feels a little bit like they were forced.
So it's emergent. This is an emergency signing.
Well, panic buy is a phrase you often hear in the transfer window. It might not have been their first choice, but when you're buying the quality of Casemiro, the word panic buy I don't think you can use it for that. You're buying the finished article.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
You're buying. It's not.
There's no developing.
There's no developing. You're coming in. He's one of these players that's been around. He's incredibly experienced. Won 5 European Cups, Champions League, by the way.
He's a legend.
So we're talking about.
He's a legend.
So I think it's the sort of player United needed. 03717223344. We're going to talk about that. We're obviously going to talk about. We'll speak to Anthony Crolla a little bit later in the show. Manchester United fan about that big fight that we just spoke. Usyk, Joshua 2. We'll be building up to that. But we're going to talk Manchester United. In a word, can United get anything off Liverpool?
If they do, they'll be back in it. They'll just get their confidence off. And Liverpool are not looking in great shape anyway.
No, they're not.